Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, looking this week at some of the rules of Megillah, and maybe a little bit at Megillah itself. I want to look at this teaching, the Mishnah in Tractate Megillah on page Daf 19a, Daf Yud Tet Amud Aleph. Umehechan, says the Mishnah, Umehechan koret ha-Megillah v'yotzei ba yedei chova. From what point must you read the Megillah, the earliest point, so that you fulfill your obligation? Rabbi Meir Omer Kula, he says you have to read the whole thing, which is how we halachically decide. Rabbi Yehuda Omer Me Ish Yehudi. It must be from the point where we described that about Mordechai arriving on the scene. Rabbi Yossi Omer Me Achar Hadrim Ha'ela. He says the later point where we read about the rise of Mordechai. The Gemara tells us firstly that there is a fourth opinion. Amar Rabbi Yochanan B'chulan Mikra Achad Dorsh. I'm sorry. Tanya Rabbi Shimon Ben Yochai Omer Mi Balayla Hahu. It's the beginning of chapter 6. That point in time. We'll try to analyze each of these. So the first Gemara says, Rabbi Yochanan Kulam Mikra Echad Dorshu. They are all seeking to interpret the same verse. The verse says, Vatichtov Esther HaMalka Mordechai HaYehudi at Kol Tokef. The two of them, Esther and Mordechai, wrote down at Kol Tokef all the story about all the power. Mandamar Kula, the one who says that you have to read the whole Megillah, they understand that it's the Tokafo Shel Achashverosh, the power of Achashverosh. The story is about the nature of power that exists and how one functions, how we survive with an all-powerful person. And since the story we learn about Achashverosh's power already at the beginning of the first chapter, that's where we begin. And Mandamar Ish Yehudi, Tofosha Mordechai, the one who says from that point the rise of Mordechai, it's about his power that he eventually gains. Mandamar Charavimaela, Tokofo Shel Haman, and if it's about Haman's rise, it's about his power. Umanda Amar Mibalayla Hahu, and if you hold by that is from the the 6th chapter, about the king could not sleep at night, then the Tokef is Tokafo Shel Nes, the power of the miracle, because it's that point in the story when the miracles start, the story turns and the miracles start to transpire, or things fall into place only because the hand of God is helping them do so. So that's the first rendering. We'll continue, God willing, tomorrow, another way to read this. Have a great day.